Welcome back to it, guys, in our morning show on a Tobago Thursday. It means we're talking Tobago Carnival. And to do that this morning, we're joined by band leader and designer Carlana Ramlochansingh as she is giving us Abundance Carnival. We're heading out of the mist. Good morning and welcome to the Now.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us because I know you're in peak prep time.
It's a lot, yes.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
But this is not your first rodeo. So give us a little bit of a brief history, if you will, of Abundance Carnival.
Well, before Abundance Carnival was born, I was a designer out in the global carnival.
Of course.
So I did for New York, Miami, London, and I was doing it under Carlana 360 Designs. Now, being a designer, lots of hard work, but you don't always get to see the whole thing come to fruition. You're just seeing the costume come to fruition. So coming out of COVID, I decided I wanted to do a band. So Abundance Carnival was born. So Abundance Carnival is the whole experience, the full band, the costume designs, you know. You get to interact more with the masqueraders. You get to see things come from nothing, paper plan.
Quite literally.
to the road, you know.
And in that case, the Tobago experience is much different from the London, the Miami, even the Trinidad experience.
Correct.
So what is Abundance in the Tobago scene?
So, and the reason that it came about as Abundance is that we thought of Tobago as a place where you can revel in abundance and then you can relax in abundance. So it was kind of go party hard and then take your vacation and, you know, go to the beach and, you know, actually chill and relax after. Yeah. So that's what we thought in bringing it about.
Well, this year you are also going to give a little bit of the legends of Tobago, if you will, because this year's theme will see water fairies and dark flight and quite a bit of mystery and mythical creatures. Tell me about the concept a little more.
So I also wanted to bring a bit of education to the Tobago scene as well. So my first foray, I did birds, right? Of course, you know, the national bird and stuff like that. But this time I wanted to be very specific to Tobago. So Out of the Mist is kind of our old Tobago folklore. And the water fairies, these have beautiful stories, let me tell you. The water fairies are specific fairies to the waterfalls in Tobago. Right? The fairies are typical sirens where they actually entice the men and, you know, give them their wealth and their intelligence and all of these promises, you know. But then they tend to go a little bit crazy, the man that is, you know, because they've fallen in love.
Of course.
And they have, you know, so.
Also very much carnival theme. Like, it's pretty much the story of the day. So that we definitely going to see the ladies and the men having a time in an abundance. I see what you did there.
So this is actually the water fairy costume. So she's very bright and blue and very pretty and, you know, sparkly to attract the guys. You know, but then we also have what I call a little bit of the darker side. So Dark Flight is actually based on Gangang Sarah. She's a West African which came across from, she flew across during slavery because she was looking for her family that got taken from her. She saw the trouble and the strife in Tobago and she decided to stay and help the Tobagonians become a healer. She was a midwife, you know, she was a force in the slavery abolishment movement. And then she fell in love, you know, the typical story again. She stayed for the guy, you know. And then he passed away because she was more immortal than he was. And then she tried to go back. So she climbed the silk cotton tree to try and fly back. But unfortunately, she couldn't. So they say that the salt that she ate in the food bound her to the Tobago soil and she couldn't survive to go back.
The education, love that.
Yeah.
So that it gives us a bit of balance, if you will, the light and the dark, but giving us the history all the same.
Yes.
That means that people need to be registering, and is registration still open?
I have very limited spaces left, very limited. And actually, most of the water ferries are closed. So Dark Flight has about 2 sections still open, but we're closing by end of week.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because production is paramount importance and making sure the experience is thorough. You've got to get things ready. Tell me what sort of numbers we're looking for, though, because a large band is relative to the space.
Well, you know, considering the fact that it's Tobago Carnival, you know, I was trying to keep mine at about 150. I do have another person who works with us, Vogue Productions. So they're coming in with some people. So we're at about 200. We're looking at it.
Nice number.
So it's not, it's not bad. It's, it's not Trinidad Carnival by any means, but it is a great number to go down the road with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell people how they can find Abundance Carnival if they still want to slide on in, or at least just to look out for you guys on the road.
AbundanceCarnival.com. Definitely check out the website. The story is on the website as well if you wanted to follow up on the story. We're also at Abundance Carnival on Instagram. And yeah, we're going to have a nice big truck on the road. You'll see us. Come check us.
I might do a little storming because I don't know which one are in yet, but I'll definitely see you guys on the road. The ferries will be hard to miss, so that if you are looking to play in the mass for this Tobago Carnival, you still have a chance to do so with Abundance Carnival, as they are preparing to give us Out of the Mist this October for Tobago Carnival. Thank you so much for joining us. And for you guys who are joining us, there's still more that you need to look at here on the Now, so come back after these messages, right? It worked out perfectly.
Track 7, Tobago, have a plan.